fitness is that's a big, strong passion of mine, and so that's why I wanted to join Fitness Enhancement and Fit Your Abilities, to be able to provide an environment where they could come in, train, get fit, get healthy, get strong, but have fun doing it at the same time. My passion for fitness, I enjoy training myself, but I get a lot of joy and fulfillment in helping other people grow and achieve their goals. Hi, my name is Justin from Fitness Enhancement. I'm from Melbourne, born and raised. I've got a lovely wife, Laurie, and 2 kids, Jay and Kai. Jay's 11 and Kai's 2. So one's about to go into high school, the other's about to step in, he's currently in nappies. So managing the different ages there is awesome. But they're a big part of my life. They're basically what gets me up in the morning. It is everything for the family. Aside from that, love traveling. But fitness is that's a big, strong passion of mine. As mentioned earlier, I really enjoy functional strength, fitness. That everyday strong. Enjoy basketball. My son plays basketball in the corporate world. I've got 15 years experience in human resources and recruitment. Although my passions lie within functional strength and conditioning, boxing, Muay Thai, and basketball. My passion for fitness, I enjoy training myself, but I get a lot of joy and fulfillment in helping other people grow and achieve their goals. I get a big kick out of that, and I think that's really my jam. But from a corporate experience, again, my background is in human resources and recruitment, so I think my ability to be able to connect with people at different levels, from different backgrounds, at different stages of their life, I think that I adapt quite quickly and can build and foster relationships quite easily. And I think that is definitely something that I pride myself on, and a strength of mine that I recognise. And I think that, especially in this industry, a lot of it is around building and fostering relationships. And I think that 15 years in recruitment and HR has definitely given me the tools and skills to be able to really have that beneficial for the people that I'm dealing with on a daily basis. My wife does boxing, and she's done one amateur fight. My son also trains in boxing. He's done 2 exhibition fights. So a lot of that experience actually formed throughout COVID, and so we were all training kind of all together as a family, and so we all helped one another when it came to training. Like when my wife had her first fight, we were all very much involved in supporting her throughout that fight camp. When we were in lockdowns, we were training in the kitchen. I was holding pads for her. When we were in lockdown in preparation for the fight, and the same for my son. In preparation to his fights, we were doing stuff at home and getting him really ready for that fight. But I think what's cool about it is we did it as a family. It wasn't it wasn't just a coach doing it. It was we were all doing it, and we're all invested in it. We all enjoyed it. We all enjoyed the sport, and so we get to kind of do that together. One thing that really stands out, and I've probably said it a number of times, is focusing on functional strength training, and I think that's important because that attributes towards every day. Whether that be picking something heavy up off the floor, carrying groceries, carrying a young child, making sure that you've implemented some form of functional strength training in your regime, I think is super beneficial, not just from a looking good perspective, but it also helps with just your everyday mobility. I think mobility is super key, especially as you get older. muscles, joints start to get a lot tighter, and you become less flexible and mobile. So I think there's definitely a strong place for making sure that that's included in your regime, is having some form of mobility exercise that you do either before, after, and days off. And it's just something that I think you need to continuously keep doing. And I think, just making sure that you're including endurance as well, and just making sure that whether that be, that can take many forms, whether that's going for long walks, making sure that you're jogs, taking the dog out for a walk, making sure you're also moving around. The idea is we want to help and support as many people as possible throughout their fitness journey. So I'd love to be able to scale the business, and in turn that also creates job opportunities for people, so they can obviously reach their goals and fulfill their needs. So I think there's that two-pronged approach there. I think if you're already thinking about partnering with Fitness Enhancement, I think that's probably the first step. Second step would be reaching out and having a conversation, and asking questions, and having a conversation. I know from my experience, I noticed Fitness Enhancement on social media. It piqued my interest. So the first thing I did is reach out directly to Scott and have a conversation. That whole process, took 1 year, but throughout that year, I learned a hell of a lot. And by the time, it got to, mid last year, I was ready to make that jump and make that commitment.